lunchtime. I don't know. It's midday, I guess. Good midday. Hey everybody, it's Wendy at Cottage 321 Antiques in Hudson, North Carolina. I hope y'all are having an awesome Thursday. So, do y'all want to know what happened to me last week? We're going to catch up on a few things. My life's even crazier than it was before. And I'm totally unprepared. I'm totally unprepared for this live. I decided I needed to put in some new lighting right before the live. And so that's why I'm running late this time. I needed to put in some new bulbs. But welcome to What's Up Wednesday with Wendy. I am Wendy. I am the owner of Cottage 321. I have two stores. Used to just be one, and this past May we opened a second location. We have moved our boutique, our fashion, and all things fashion, clothes, shoes, jewelry, small little gifts and things like that to downtown Granite, and it's C321 Boutique. Today I'm right here at C321 Vintiques. This is our old location in Hudson, North Carolina. The two stores are only 5 minutes apart. But every Wednesday, I'm trying to come to you at lunchtime to do some fun DIY projects using our farmhouse paint, IOD. We have a few other things that we use as well, and just have fun. So today, I just thought I would just catch up on some projects I've started and not finished. So, or some things I had bought that I thought would be a quick project, and it just gets tossed aside. I'm trying to clean up all the things back here in my back little workshop so I can move around and actually get some things done. But sometimes you got to do the projects just to get the stuff out of your way. If y'all are new here, or even if you're not new, if you're an old timer, please comment. Let me know who's watching. I think we're live right now. Nobody's watching, but that's okay. Maybe you'll see it. I didn't post a thing saying that I was going to go live. It was kind of a impromptu kind of thing. So the reason I missed last week, so December 3rd, not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before, we did the Granite Falls Parade, downtown Granite. It was a lot of fun. We had a very small little trailer that a friend let me borrow, and we decorated it up, and we did the parade Saturday day. I think I've alluded to my cute little dad many times, but my dad actually went to the parade. I didn't see him, and the parade was like an hour long. He stood and he watched the parade, the whole length of it. Told me he saw me, but I didn't see him. But the last couple, like a week before that, I've noticed that my dad is shuffling more. My dad's older, and he just turned 79 last month, but his feet are shuffling a little more than usual. And then Saturday, when I got home from the parade, it was about midday. He wasn't there quite yet, but then when he showed up, I went over. I could see him across the street. He was just shuffling a little bit more than normal. A little bit. He just looked very unsteady on his feet. And so I walked over to talk to him, and his speech was slurred. It wasn't bad, but it was definitely slurring. And so anyway, I had noticed a week before that things were happening, and I had actually called his doctor earlier that week, making sure that I was going to his next appointment. So anyway, I made my dad sit down. I was like, I want you to rest for a little bit, and if you're not ready, if you're not feeling 100% when you wake up, call me, and I'm going to take you to the emergency room. Well, an hour later, he called me and said, take me to the emergency room. So anyway, last December 3rd, took my dad that evening to the emergency room, and we went to, he's a veteran, and so we went to the VA in Asheville, and he ended up being admitted, and he was there. He got admitted Saturday night, and he was there till Tuesday. And so I was driving back and forth to Asheville. Asheville's about an hour from here. I was driving back and forth to Asheville every day. I spent the night, the first night, in a hotel room, but needless to say, we didn't find out until almost a week later that my dad he's had previous strokes earlier in his life, but he had another stroke. He is getting around and he's doing well, but he is shuffling and his balance is way off and his blood pressure's off. It's really high and his potassium's really low. And so we're trying to get all of his levels right. And with all that said, he's got lots of nurses and physical therapy and occupational therapy, all kinds of stuff going on. And like today, we've had 2 appointments already in his home, luckily. And last week was just so crazy, I couldn't do the live. So I'm sorry I wasn't here for the live. But I am here today. But that's basically what's going on with me. So not only am I juggling the 2 stores, now I'm also juggling helping my dad. Luckily, he lives right across the street from me. I had them sell their farm and move up. Him and my mom move up and 3 years ago, and so I could help them. So luckily, he's just across the street. So my life just got even more busy. If you're watching on YouTube, it's probably going to be a while before I have any more videos because I just don't have time to go up and work on the cabin right now. My dad's requiring a lot more of my attention, so I don't see being able to go up there for a little while. So a few of you already know about it and you've prayed for me, and I appreciate that. You prayed for my dad and for me, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. If I sing down, I am. I'm tired. I'm wore out. But you know, everybody has their own craziness in their life, and it just seems like the older I get, the more crazy it gets, the more things are on my plate. So anyway, sorry for that depressing intro, but last week we had the Chamber of Commerce came out. I've got a little, oh, looks like I am just hung. Am I hung? Yeah, I'm frozen. Let me see what's going on. Why am I frozen? Let me go look at my thing here. It looks like it's still working. Praying for your dad. So I see that. I'm not seeing these comments coming across. Thank y'all. I'm not seeing the comments come across on my StreamYard here. Let me refresh this real quick and see if it will help any at all. Where is my cursor? I think it's my computer that's locked up. Anyway, I think we're still working. It's just my computer has decided to screw up on me all of a sudden. Come on. I don't know. I can't even get my cursor to come up. All right, so we're running live. I can't see your comments. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for watching. I think it's still working, but through my phone, but my computer is like dead. I don't know why. All right, so last week we did, anyone that shopped at our store, the Chamber of Commerce came on Wednesday and they did a coffee shopping something or other. And we had some treats here, and we had our hot cider, and we decided just to continue from, let me undo these. We decided we wanted to do a drawing for a $25 gift certificate, and anyone who made a purchase here at Venteeks from Wednesday through Saturday, their name got put into this little bowl, and I am going to, come on, stupid thing. I'm going to close my computer and reopen it and see what happens. I'm hoping that it's still live on my phone. Oh, yeah, there it goes. It's working now. Let me exit out of full screen. There it is. Thank you, April. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the prayers. Now I can see it. I don't know what was going on with my computer. But anyway, if you shop with us last Wednesday through Saturday, you got put in for a drawing for a $25 gift certificate. And I'm going to do the selection right here. Y'all can see me do it live and in person. And we will also, I doubt the person will be watching. So we will also call them and let them know they won. But they can get a $25 gift certificate. You can use it here at Venteeks or at the boutique, either store. And the winner is Jamie Harwood. So Jamie Harwood, you won a $25 gift certificate. So to Cottage 321. Congratulations. We will give you a call after this live and let you know that you won. I'll leave that sitting on top. Set it right over here. Okay, I think we're doing better. So today what I'm going to do is just try to finish up a few projects that I started. I have a bunch of things that, and it's almost too late for Christmas stuff. Seriously, if you hadn't already got your Christmas stuff out, you know, it's too late. Things are already supposed to be on sale by this point, but I'm going to do a few things. So some of the things we did, I want to show you guys is I had my dad before he started feeling bad. I had him make me some little deer, and this is it right here. Very cute, right? So we created a little template, and he cut it out. So this is the daddy, and here's Bambi, the baby, and his ears is very big, but you know, bless his heart, you can't get the whole thing completely right. But these are some items that my dad, he made me several sets, and I just want to get a couple of them finished up so that I can put them out. I'm probably going to put these in my house and not for sale. I do have other sets, but they're probably going to have to wait till next year at this point. But so I want to tell y'all what I did with these. I thought about doing, I might do one. I'll show you how I antique glazed it on a different one. But these we're going to go ahead and finish up. I'm going to lower my camera down so y'all can watch. Y'all talk to me if y'all want to talk about anything. I am here for you. I'm going to just point this down. I might scooch back and point it down just a little bit further so y'all can see. It might cut my head off a little bit, but it'll be okay. Just scoot back. I think that's okay. All right. So basically what I did with these is we dry brushed them. Hey! We dry brushed these with white ash, and then I came back with I think these I may have used in dark oil, but then on another set, I don't know where it is, but anyway, it gives the same hue. I used our, there is an antique glaze, antique and gel called Tea Stain, and we also have one called Espadum that's black, and I just went around the edges and stuff and darkened it up. So basically all I'm going to do to these two right now is I'm going to add some ribbon to it, and then we will antique glaze the other ones so I can show you how the antique glaze works. Does that sound cool? I'm going to slide back and try to get my head in there. I'm going to slide everything back just a little bit and lift up. I kind of want to be in there because I'm going to talk to y'all today as I work. So, still cut me off a little bit, but it's okay. Maybe back just a little bit more. Backing up, right? Backing up. Okay. So this is some old ribbon. Actually, it came off of another project that I tore apart. And so I'm just going to tie this around his neck and make him look cute. Nothing real hard about that. I'm not a real good bow maker, but I wing it. I don't know about anybody else. I just wing it. But probably going to put this little set in my house. These colors will work fine with my decorations. And there's Papa. Ta-da! And now let's work on the baby. The baby's bow's a little bit big. I think I need to, let me swap. I think I got the wrong size bow on the wrong deer. Yeah, this one's smaller. Let's put that one on the baby. Let's see. Yes, the tea stain, April, is awesome. I've used it with a lot of things. I can get it to look like a wood grain on top of my different colors of paint. If I want my top to look like it has a wood grain again, if I've painted over it, I've you can take I like to use my chip brushes that are kind of old and yucky, and that you can use it to drag across, and it'll make a cool, looks like wood grain, basically. You can do all kinds of texture with it. And I know you and Mr. Vintage are very good at doing those finishes like that on y'all's painted pieces. If you guys don't know, Vintage Vision has a booth here at our store. She has a great Instagram and Facebook page. And if y'all want to go check out her items, she has some beautiful painted pieces, and she uses our farmhouse paint, and April is thebomb.com. And Mr. Vintage is pretty cool, but he likes to make fun of my dancing on TikTok, so I have to watch out for him. But anyway, all right, so there's Dad's done. Let's put the babies on. So I want them to be on the same side. Okay. And then once I get this done, I'm going to show you how to do tea stain on this other guy. I could use stain, but what I like about the antiquing glaze is that you've got time to work with it. You can wipe it off. You can build it. It's just real easy to work with. Sometimes stains soak into the wood too much, and they don't move. And I don't know if y'all know what that means, but they, like, once it's on, but with the glaze, it moves, and like you can manipulate it. You got about 15 minutes, depends on how dry your climate is or whatever, but you got a few minutes to work with it to get it to look the way you want, and you can build it up and make it a little darker and that kind of stuff. So, ta-da. There's my cute little family of deer. These are going to go in my house. Now, let me take a set that hasn't been glazed yet. They've just been dry brushed, and I can tell, I think these two pieces, like, I don't know if y'all can see, this side must have been a stained piece of wood, and this side is the bare. It's okay. Same on this one. I used scrap wood. I gave my dad a bunch of scrap wood to make this stuff with, and that's why it's like that. But I'm going to use this tea stain to darken everything up and to like bring out the detail just a little bit more. This is a big old can of it, and I'm just going to shake it up really, really good. You can stir it, but I'm just going to shake it. And you can apply it with a brush or a sponge or a rag. And I kind of do all of the above. I play with the piece first. I might put it on with just a rag, and if it's not getting the effect I want, then I'll use a brush. And anyway, I just go with it like that. So I'm going to try it with a rag first, and I'm going to start with, let's start with the baby first. And I'm basically just going to rub it all over them right now. I'm going to rub it all over and then rub it off, and then I'm going to hit the edges a little bit harder. Because I'm weird, and I like for details to show up. So I kind of like the imperfections and things, and I want those to show up. Y'all let me know if you'd like a closer view, and I can point it down to the actual product itself. So like in between those little narrow places, I'm going to get a little brush here and try to get up in there. I've been known to use little artist brushes at times too, just to get in little nooks and crannies. And then I want to wipe it back down, so I'm trying to get my finger in there. All right, so this is the side that's not quite been done yet. And look at the back here is where I've added just a little bit of the glaze, so it's darkening it up. I think I am going to point y'all down and so y'all can see a little bit closer. Come back up. push you down towards that. There we go. And there we go. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit better. And I can lay them down a little bit more so y'all can see. But let me do it with the brush for a second so y'all can see. So you brush it on. That's pretty heavy. And then you can wipe it back off. You see that? So there it is before. And then you just wipe it back off. And I like to leave it on the edges. So sometimes I'll come back and just build it up a little bit more. So I'm going to just go ahead and keep going. You got like a few seconds, you got like, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes. It depends on how dry your air is, how hot it is, how much time you've got to work with it. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but I'm just trying to get down into those grooves. Come back with my rag and just wipe it back down. They were just, you know, a lot of people leave their deer white. I just want it to have a little more texture and depth to it, so I'm doing this glaze. I really like it. I just think compared to that side to this side, I just like that a little bit more. Just a little more special. And like anywhere there's bare wood, it's kind of going to stick a little bit more. It's going to soak down in there. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but like I'm just going to kind of hit the edges a little bit more so it's darker around the edges and come back a little bit. It's pretty cute. Looks good. All right, let me get this other side. A little bit more here. I think there's a big hair on here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Probably one of mine. So if you're just joining in, my name is Wendy. I'm with Cottage 321. We're at Venteeks today. I try to go live every Wednesday with some kind of DIY project. Today we're just finishing up some loose end projects that I haven't quite finished up and just trying to finish some things before Christmas is over. Before it's like over and done. All right, I need to finish this bottom part here. I want a little bit more here. And if you don't think it's dark enough, like I said, you can just keep building it. You can just keep adding more until you get it to how you like the look. See, this bottom piece needs a little bit more. And then I just come back with my rag and just kind of wipe it off. It's kind of the same effect if y'all have ever used wax, except this is water-based, and so it dries pretty quick and it's cured pretty quick. So you don't, it's not oily. It, it's done. You can wash it off your hands pretty easily. So I think this guy's pretty good. I think I like the way he looks. Which I'll see a closer look at them. I like that. That looks pretty good. It looks pretty vintage. Like this, and like where you don't see an even, like if it looks like it's too mismatchy or like the lines aren't going the same, just go back and rub everything in the same direction. Where your fingers are, just rub it. All right, I think baby deer is good. So I'm going to keep him close by because I want Daddy to kind of match his look. So I want to keep that kind of close by so I can see it and get this water out of my way. Keep this over here so I can see him. Here's the dad. And I'm just going to go to town glazing him. And it's just faster with the brush. You can definitely, like, this is pretty raw and like rough wood. You could use a rag. You can do it however you like. And it honestly, it doesn't matter. You can do it however you like. I'm getting hot. I have to take my sweater off, I think. Whew. April, I think it's just me and you today, girl. I don't see anybody else on here. I'm just going to wipe it back. Look how good that looks. It just gives it so much depth. So there's the side that I haven't done yet, and there's the side I did. And it just gives it a fun texture, a look. I just like that a lot. It just gives it some age to it. Just makes it look older, not brand new. And I like that. Get this side real quick. So this is Farmhouse Paint. It's the antiquing glaze. There's two colors. There's Espadum, which is like a gray black. And then what I'm using today is called Tea Stain, which is obviously it's more of a brown color. And all I'm doing now is just wiping back where I put the tea stain. And you have a few minutes to work with it. So I don't do as much tea stain on furniture as I used to. I used to do it a lot. But I will tell you, I have used it a lot for my furniture tops, where say if there's a lot of damage on the piece or something, and I still want it to look like a wood grain, I can make that wood grain pop up with this by you can do it by just dragging your brush. See that? See how if you drag your brush, you can make kind of a faux wood grain look. So I think I need to stir this up a little bit more. It's like kind of not seeing the brown as much. So you need to keep it stirred up. If you ever get the glaze, I suggest just getting the 8-ounce. It goes a really, really long ways. Unless you're doing an entire kitchen and a whole bunch of furniture with the antique glaze, I wouldn't get a quart because you'll never use it up. You'll never use it all up unless you're doing a huge project because it goes a really, really long ways. Y'all have any questions or anything, even if you watch the replay, I'll try to come back and check all the comments to see if you have any questions about it. We are live right now on YouTube and on our Facebook page on Pentiques. I would love it if you comment and let me know if you can comment replay, tell me where you're from so I know that you watched it later, or you can type live that you watched it live. All right, get a little bit more up here on his head. I'm going to wipe it back. Get the edge here. Get all his legs. Nope, not quite. And again, this is stuff you can build it. You can build it up as much as you want. And I'm trying to keep a look at my baby so that they kind of look similar. I know it seems crazy to wipe product on and then wipe it off, but it just sticks in certain areas. If you have any grooves or anything like that, it kind of sticks in those places. And again, like you can come back and hit your edges a little bit harder if you want them darker around the edges. And then I just come back with a cloth and smooth that back out. It's just fun. It's cute. I like it. Wipe its legs. Let's see. It's looking pretty close to the same. And honestly, like if you see just a darker spot in another place, I don't mind that. To me, it's more texture. So I like that a lot. All right, let me get to the top of them here. I'm pouncing a little bit on here because there is like some where the saw blade was. It's trying to get down into those grooves. Because when you wipe it, it stays in those grooves. You'll see that? It kind of stays in there. And it's a cool look. All right, let's do the antlers. Those will be fun. I want the antlers to be a little bit darker, and they're very bare wood. So it's going to stick to it a little bit more. Yeah, underneath there. So this is almost, because it's more bare wood, it's kind of acting like a stain. It's going to soak down in there a little bit. There we go. You'll see all those little spots in between there. I gotta get in there. I'm trying to stay in focus, but sometimes I get out of the picture a little bit. Y'all just yell at me. Say, hey, we can't see what you're doing. It's kind of a weird angle I got you at. All right, let me get this other side. And we will wipe it back. But I have a feeling that they are going to stay more of a stain. So if I don't like that look, I can come back and dry brush a little bit of white over it to make it stand out. All right, let me rub this back a little bit. Oh, it looks good. I kind of like that. See how it just kind of sticks in some places and not the others? And get down in here. Antlers look pretty good. They look pretty good. Okay, I think this side's kind of done. You can see where my fingerprints are, so I'm just going to kind of brush back over that and buff it out just a little bit. All right, let's finish this side. Turn them around for y'all. All right, let's brush this side. I think that this is, you know, something that people don't think about ever. If you ever have a really bright color or something's just like, oh my gosh, that's just too bright, that's when I come back with this glaze and it will tone it down, give it some depth, make it a little bit darker. It just gives it a lot of dimension, gives it some age, tones it down. It's nice. All right, let me move it back a little bit. So I'm just coming back with my rag and just wiping some of it back off. It kind of stays down into the nook and crannies, and you can make it streaky, like however you can even, like, if you wanted to just give it a texture instead of rubbing it, you can. I kind of want that rubbed out kind of look, so I am doing it that way. I'm going to hit my edges a little bit harder again. Just give it a little shadow effect. And then I'm just going to kind of move it back a little bit, but not all the way. Okay. I think my deer are done. I I've got a few little fingerprints on the back. Let me wipe them out. Okay. So there's Dad. And there's Baby. Aren't they cute? I'm trying to get them in here. There's Baby. So I'm going to let these dry. We're just going to set them aside. They'll be dry in like 15 minutes. And then I feel like, you know, I could add some ribbon or just put like, I would love a little bitty wreath around their necks. So I might add that. We might look for that later in my stash of tricks over here. So I'm going to set these aside, let them dry. And then I have got, close my glaze up and put this in water. Okay, I love old frames. Let me lift this back up so y'all can see me. Lift it up a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. I love old brass frames, and so I've got a few. Here's one, and it looks like somebody, it looks like an actual picture of somebody's kitty cat in there. I think they just took it to the thrift store and left it, you know, dropped it off as a donation. But I bought some old Christmas cards, and I've been using them to put in some of the frames for artwork. But what I'm going to do with this guy is I am going to take this apart. I'm going to take all the goodies out, even the glass. It needs to be cleaned, and I don't think I have any window cleaner back here, but I can do it later. Yeah, that's an actual, oh, it's an old, really old. Let's see if there's a date on it. Oh, it's somebody's real photo of their kitty cat. Look how pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm going to keep this in here just because I love that. But we're going to put a card in it too. So I'm going to take the glass out too, so I don't have to worry about getting paint on it. And I'll clean that up a little bit better later. But what we're going to do, I'm trying to figure out, normally I would paint this white, but I have black noir sitting out. So I'm going to try the black noir. I'm going to try dry brushing it and see what kind of look we get. So I'm going to point you back down here again. And I think what I'm going to do, let me get some water on my hands, get some of the sticky off. So I don't know if I told y'all, but the glaze is water-based, so you can wash it off with soap and water. So I think I'm going to try to dry brush, or I'm going to paint this black. If I hate it, I might dry brush it. If I hate it, I'll come back and paint it white. But my black paint here is pretty thick. But I'm just going to kind of dry brushing. You like put paint on it and then you take the paint off. And I'm just hitting the edges. That's not bad. If y'all can see that, I'm just like, it just hits the high spot. And so the brass is still kind of showing through. I'm just trying to make it a little more, have a little more depth to it maybe with the black. And I still want that brass to kind of peek through. If I put too much paint, I can actually come back and sand it. I want y'all to see that. I'm just dry brushing it. I could let this would dry really quick. I could come back and dry brush some white on, which I think I might do. All right, I'm gonna let this dry, set it aside. I'm just gonna put something over that because I might use that black again. Okay. Set that aside for a minute. Let me cover up my black paint. Oh, nope, I got something else I want to paint black. So this is another piece that needs cleaning. Just a little bit of water and clean this. This is an old recipe box, and I love to get these. They're so fun. I will probably put some kind of IOD, some IOD stuff on it. I would like for the front to say recipes, so I might make a little stencil if I can't find something that says recipes. We might not get that today, but we're going to get a couple of layers of paint on it and see what we can get. But let me clean this real quick, and we're going to put a coat of black on it. This is one that would be fun to put some of our foodie kind of things on. But look, it's still got the old index cards in it. Do you see that? Y'all see that? It's got the old index cards and stuff, and I just think that's really cool. So it's real old. You don't have to use it for recipes. It could be, you know, people's names, addresses, that kind of thing. It could be an address book. It could be just whatever you want it to be, but it's got that little organization stuff in there. And I'm going to leave that stuff because I think that's cool. So we're just going to give this a quick, I think I'm just going to use the same brush. Give it a quick coat. This is Black Noir in Farmhouse Paint. And I think I might just do we're probably going to do 2 coats, and then I might sand it back. And I think I want to try to find something like a decor transfer to put on this one. Be fun. This is going to have some texture to it. This paint's gotten thick, and I don't mind that. I like texture, so that if you're seeing, it's also got something to do with the brush I'm using too. This chip brush is old and has old paint in it, blah, blah, blah. You know the thing. So I'm trying to get this other side over here. This out of the way so y'all can see. And this will probably be something I'll have to post the after picture later, because it's going to take it a little while to dry. What time is it? 9:16. We got about, I don't know, 20 more minutes maybe. Okay, I'm going to just set this to the side and let it dry. It's hard because I've got paint on all sides. Let's see if I can move him over here. Whoop. I'm just touching up where I got my little fingerprints on it. Okay. All right, I'm going to set this aside again. Oops. Black paint down the way. Let's bring our frame back. It's already dry. That's already dry. I think I want some white on it. So what have I got over here? That's raincoat. Let's see if I've got hot and white back here available. White ash. I hear kids in the background. Let's see. What's in this one? Nope. Where is my light? I know I've got some. I'm looking for it. It's out. It is out. I've got red, green. All right. Let me, you know what? Let's see if I have any of this pink in here. I've got Pink Lady. It might be dried out, but we're going to try it. See if I can get it open. I just want to dry brush a lighter color on it and see what happens. I'm trying to get this open. It is pretty much stuck. Get it open from this side. No, it ain't gonna open. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a cotton white from my stash. Be right back. Give me just a second. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so we're a little bit low on the sample, so I'm gonna not do that and see if I can use maybe one of my blue colors. I wonder if this has got enough in it that I could. This is white ash. Oh yeah, I got enough in there. I can do it. I can do it. All right, let me grab another brush. All right, same concept. I am going to dry brush this guy, put white on, take it off, and now I'm just gonna now see that? It just like sits on top, and now we got the black in the white. I don't really want it to be solid. And this isn't white. This is white ash, so it's more creamy. Now I'm going to see if I can come back and wipe it down just a little bit. So if you do it while it's still wet, you can use a damp rag and wipe some of it off. And that's kind of a cool look. So I think I might even sand it in a couple places so that the brass comes back. Can y'all see that? See, this side right here is solid. And this side, I'm bringing back some of that detail of the brass. Because where it's raised up, it's definitely going to pop back up. And now it's more gray because I kind of have muddled the two colors together. But let's wipe it down with a damp rag. Okay. I like that. You might not like it. You could do it a solid color if you want. I kind of like the look of the brass. It probably would have been better if I just done white with the brass, but I kind of like it. It gives it some age, some detail. All right, so now what I'm going to do, this glass needs to be clean, but I'm just going to wipe it off for now. And I bought an old box at the thrift store of cards, Christmas cards, and I'm just going to put one of the cards in there. I thought this one was pretty little snow scene. If y'all can see that. So this is the bottom, so it's going to go like that. I want to keep this old frame, so I'm going to put that in there. This old picture. I just think it's kind of cool. But you could put your own pictures, you know. I just love old picture frames. I just think they've got better details and just look cool. So I will, sometimes I don't do anything to them. I just leave them brass. And anyway, isn't that pretty? Get the glare off of it so y'all can see. Isn't that pretty? I think that's really pretty. And it's just a little bit aged. Got the white and the black. Pretty cool. And so I will put a price tag on this. It's really about, I mean, the card probably cost me, I don't know, pennies. But it's just beautiful. They can change it out to whatever they want. They could put a picture or they could put another card in there by season. It's just a really cute gift. I think that's cute. I'll leave that right there. And then something else. Let's see. We're getting close to time. Before the live went live, I found the hot cocoa. Y'all remember a couple weeks ago we did the paint inlays, and this is the hot cocoa one. I had the scrap piece of wood still laying on this desk from the other day, and so I love the patina. You can't see it yet. I'll show you in a minute. This is like old beadboard, and it's just a really cool piece of wood. And so I used our raincoat. You could use raincoat, you could use clear coat, because I like the finish that was already on this piece of wood, and I didn't want to put another coat of paint on it because it would cover that up. So I used raincoat. This is a top coat that's like for exterior, but I had it available, so I just used that. Sometimes I use it interior too. I don't think it matters. It just adds a little waterproof protection to it. So I used that, and I put this guy down on it. So it's already, I think it's dry. We're going to see. This would be the second application of this particular inlay. It's from IOD. It's the hot cocoa. I can't even remember which one. Let me see. I think it's, let me see what the name of it is. It is the Noel paint inlay, which you can get so many things out of. Most of the Noel inlays are really sold out. I might have one or two, but I doubt it. But this is my second application. This may completely fail, y'all, but we're going to find out. So what I'm going to do right now, this is semi-dry. I am going to wet this piece of paper that's on here, and this is going to help release that paint off and help me to peel that paper back. And I'm hoping that the transfer is going to stick to my piece of wood. It may fail. I don't know. It may fail. I know right here this will not transfer because there's old paint right there, and I don't think that that will work. But we're going to keep going. I'm going to peel this off. I'm crossing my fingers. I hope it's going to work. Our store's open, and so you may hear some background noise going on. You kind of wet it. Wait, you need to let it set up just a little bit. I'm trying to see y'all. So anyway, let's see if it's going to release. It didn't work. So it barely came off. So y'all get to see my fails too. So that did not work. I'm not sure why, but this piece of wood is still good, and I can use it for something else. I can even wash this off. Yep. So I can use it for something else. But y'all see the patina on that wood? It's so good. So I'm going to use that at some point for some kind of little sign or something, but that was a total fail. So anyway, I'm going to throw this one away and say it's done. Sometimes they can't all be winners, right? All right. So one more project I want to try to get done, set this out of the way, is, all right, y'all, I'm trying to decide. I have these candlesticks. I've got two of them. Do I paint them black or do I paint them white ash? Both colors sells very well. I think I'm going to scoot you back and let you see me, and I think I'm going to probably go ahead and end it. It's kind of quiet on here today. Lift it up. Scoot it back so y'all can see me as I talk to you a little bit. Might cut my head off just a little bit, but go up and then down. There we go. See if y'all can see me. Just cuts the forehead off, right? See if I can see that. Slide my table back. Still cut me off. It's okay. So, let me pull it up just a little bit more. am just going to do them black. I'm a big black fan. I love furniture painted black. I kind of got over the white thing. There was so much white furniture there for a while. The farmhouse thing, I'm kind of glad that it's not as popular as it was. Just because I got tired of it. But let's paint these black. We'll try to give them a quick coat. And I'm definitely going to just like do these really quick. And I am going to be sanding back a little bit to let that, these are metal. They're heavy metal. And I'll let some of that detail pop back through. And I think that's all today. Nothing specific today, just hodgepodge of loose ends trying to get done. Next week is, I think, the last week before Christmas, isn't it? I think. Yep. So we'll try to do something fun on Wednesday. I'm not sure what. But I will tell y'all this, Venteeks, we've already started putting a few things on sale. All of our Christmas t-shirts at Venteeks and at the boutique have gone on sale. They're a little bit more than 25% off. You can shop online or in store for any of them. We have some really cute ones. Some of them have already pretty much just down to just a couple sizes left. But starting tomorrow, all of our Christmas consignment stuff, it's not our vendors. These are actually consigners that brought us Christmas items. Their items are going to be 30% off starting tomorrow. So most of our big trees over on this side of the store is going to be 30% off of all of those ornaments. There may be a few other things on sale as well. We're pretty much almost sold out of all of our garden Christmas. So I don't think any of that will be on sale. But a few vendors are going to mark some of their items down as well, but not everything. But just to let you know, there is a sale. You might want to come by tomorrow or this weekend and check out everything that is on sale at both stores. So most of our Christmas items are going to be marked down, but not all. And just keep in mind, here at Venteeks, these are vendors and they hand make their stuff. I do not expect them to mark their stuff down. So that's completely up to them. So not everything's on sale, but a lot of things are. But I will tell you this, that most of the stuff is a really good deal already. And honestly, like some of them, I'm like, don't mark it down because it's already such a good deal. All right, so I'm going to give you a before and after this guy real quick, and we're going to end this live. I like the black. I think that's going to look good. And I'm going to kind of sand this out just a little bit to give it some more texture. Get those edges and stuff. Let me see what it looks like if I wipe it back. It kind of gives you an idea when you sand it. Well, it's such a dark color, I don't know that I will. I might just leave them solid black. Yeah, I think I'll probably do one more coat and just leave these black. That's pretty, right? That's pretty. So let me give you the before. And there was nothing wrong with the before. This is the before. This is the after. My little box here, I'm going to give it another coat here in just a few minutes. It's not quite all the way dry. But that's it. April, had fun with you today. Thanks for joining me. If you haven't already, and if you're on YouTube, please smash the subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can get notifications when we go live or if I post a new video. Again, I haven't posted a video in a while because of, just life. And also on Facebook, if you could be following us, when you comment and you share and you like any of our posts, it really helps us out. And that's how you can help small businesses out, is by going in on their social media and sharing their content with other people. Let them know that we exist. Love you guys so much. I hope y'all have a great rest of the week. It's only Wednesday. It's hump day. We're only halfway there, but We will be going live tomorrow at the boutique at 4 p.m. and it'll be from the boutique, C321 Boutique Facebook. And we got a bunch of new items for you guys to see there. It's all about fashion over there. But I hope y'all have a great day. Thanks for joining me. And again, if you could share, like, and comment, it really helps us out. Y'all have an awesome day. I'll see you later. Let me get over there and hit the end broadcast. I'm trying.